tonight? Another game where you have a lot of scoring chances and really don't have too much to show for it.
Well, we got something to show for it. I mean, we got a point out of it. So it's, I think I've said this before, where there was a long period of time we were probably scoring over than expected, and now we're most definitely scoring less than expected, and but we're not giving up a ton, and when you start, when you're giving up two or less, you're giving yourself a chance to win. Some of these we've let slip out because we haven't been able to score, but you can't just keep getting chances, and then they're not going to go in. The title change is just, it's testing your will and your patience, and so we put ourselves in a decent position, in the first third of the year, and that's why you do that, because when times get tough, there was a little, we had a little bulge in the stands. Now we don't anymore. So now it's a race for the last 30 games here, and our urgency level's going to have to be higher than ever. And but for the most part, I can't sit here and fault the guys, their effort or anything like that. They're just, the puck's not going in right now. So, or at a rate we're used to. And like I said, it tests you, and we'll see. So we'll see if we can fight through this.
Drop the gloves. What does that mean?
Well, it's why he's on this team. Not for that reason, but that's why we have character guys like that on this team that look after each other. So it was great. It's no surprise we scored not too long after that.
Coach, Randy's seen a lot of time with that first power play unit. He's got a cannon of a shot, doesn't he?
He does. Today it would have been nice if he hit the net a little bit more today, but he can really shoot it, and brings an element, on the right side for, especially on the offensive side, which, we love when he gets a shot off.
In the room, both of them talked about this stretch of this 4 games before the break and how important they are. I mean, is there, because of the position that maybe you guys are in now, are these next 4 games before the break added importance?
Well, there's no question. I don't think we can look at games and sit here and say they're not important, but for the most part, 80% of the team is going to have a nice long break to rest. So this is 4 games with our, playoff destiny. You can't sit here and say right now it's in the balance, but you want to make it a little easier on yourselves, a little harder. And all the teams that are bunched around are staring us right in the face the next 4 games.
I know you've been getting asked this. We've asked you all week about it, but obviously you have elite scorers on this team that we've seen score.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think it is, in particular? What do you think it was tonight, maybe, that it's just not happening for them?
Well, part of it too is the goalies have been playing well against us, and it's a hard league to score in, and especially when you start getting down the stretch and everybody starts digging their heels in, it gets tougher and tougher. And so part of it is as coaching staff to see if we can help them out in some way, and then ultimately it's sometimes you got to just simplify the game and not make it a little greasier, and get some of those grimy goals that may not be as pretty as those backdoor tap-ins, but they all count the same.